Hello everybody, today we're going to talk about how Klukai is insane and you should save your currency right now. In the last couple of weeks, they actually announced the next character that is coming to Girls Frontline 2. Well, in a Morse code. But don't worry, say I got you, so it leads to HK416 or mostly known as Klukai. Now the biggest question is, who is Klukai? Maybe you heard it from a certain YouTubers and maybe on Twitter and you was like, bro, who is this girl? So Klukai is an extremely powerful character with a kit focused on long-range attacks, corrosion damage, and incredible utility. Her basic attack is pretty standard in terms of damage. It deals 80% of her attack as physical damage, but what makes her special is its long range of 8 tiles and its ability to deal 3 stability damage to the enemies. This makes her a fantastic unit for picking off enemies from a safe distance. Now let's go and talk about her skill 1. Her skill 1 costs 3 skill points to use and also has an 8 tile range, which is super long. It also deals 3 stability damage similar to her basic attack. However, instead of physical damage, it inflicts 80% attack as corrosion damage. In addition to hitting the main target, it also affects all the enemies within 3 tile AoE around them, dealing 60% corrosion damage and pulling them towards the target. So if you eliminate an enemy using this skill, Klukai gains 2 skill point back and reduce her ultimate cooldown by 1 turn. If the skill doesn't eliminate an enemy, it also applies a special corrosion debuff that can stack up over time, further increasing her damage potential in the future. Now let's go and talk about skill 2. Skill 2 has also an 8 tile range but function differently from skill 1. Instead of targeting a specific enemy, you can select a tile on the battlefield, allowing for more flexible positioning, and also it deals 90% corrosion damage in a 3 tile AoE and also applies additional corrosion debuff, which become even more effective if the targets are already affected by S1's corrosion debuff. Compared to skill 1, which focuses on pulling the enemies together and targeting a single enemy, S2 or skill 2 is better for raw AoE damage and does not require a target, making it highly effective for controlling enemy position and spreading corrosion effects across multiple enemies. So if you want more raw AoE damage, just use her skill 2 if there's a lot of enemies. Now let's go and talk about her ultimate move. Just look at the range, it looks like a crosser from an FPS game. Just look at that. But anyways, let's go back to the ultimate. Her ultimate is her best move. Surprise? Well, yeah. So Klukai's ultimate allows her to dash 4 to 8 tiles in a straight line, dealing 100% corrosion damage in a massive 5 tile wide AoE along her entire path. After using it, she gains +6 movement, giving her incredible repositioning potential. Now, take a look at this. If she eliminates 2 or more enemies, she can immediately use her ultimate again. But take note, you can only use this feature, which is you can only use 2 ultimates in 1 turn. So, it also has a 6 turn cooldown, so use this wisely. So, okay, after that, it doesn't require skill points to activate, making it an extremely efficient skill for Klukai. Ultimate strategy, which is properly repositioning, allows Klukai to wipe out an entire enemy group. She also immediately reused her ultimate, making it one of the strongest abilities for the wave clearing in the game currently. Now her passive, boy oh boy, it is always active, everybody, take note of that. So Klukai's passive grants her a complete immunity to control effects such as stuns, freeze, and ensuring she remains active in the battle. It also adds a poison debuff to all of her attacks, including her basic attack, and additionally every turn she gains a stacking buff that increases her corrosion damage by 5%, which is up to 8 stacks. Now her passive also generates skill points. For every corrosion damage dealt by her or her allies, she gains 1 skill point. Moreover, for every 3 skill points gained this way, her ultimate is reduced by 1 turn. Yeah, you heard that right. For every 3 skill points gained this way, her ultimate's cooldown is reduced by 1 turn. Initially, it is 6 turn cooldown. So if you gain 3 skill points on passive way, you will reduce that by 1 turn. This allows her to use it more frequently, and this passive makes Klukai stronger as the fight goes on because of the buffs, making her exceptionally powerful in long battles and boss fights where she can ramp up her damage and ultimate usage. So currently, the more copies you got for Klukai, the better, okay? So basically, if you're a free-to-play players, V0 is enough. But, okay, so my final thought for this character is that Klukai is an absolute monster when it comes to dealing huge AoE corrosion damage while also applying powerful poison debuffs, and she has an incredible range, mobility, and also ultimate spam potential. Even without upgrades or vertebrae, she is extremely strong, but with V6, she becomes completely broken. Many players, even those who don't usually spend money, end up wailing just to get her V6. But anyways, if you're F2B players, you can actually borrow a V6 Klukai. Don't worry, don't be pressured. But anyways, I guess that's it for today's video. Why am I not including vertebrae upgrades in this video? I'm going to add more numbers to that, like a graph and something, so more information for F2P players and also dolphins or maybe whales. But anyways, I guess that's it for now. Thank you very much for watching and see you guys on the next one. Peace out.